Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Homestead Miami Speedway for the 50th race in Napa Truck Series history. Kyle Springer is on pole for the second time this season with Luke Martin to his outside, Gatlin Downey and Scott Roush in row 2, Malik Nevins, Francois Chastain row 3, Tyler Black, Cody Goforth, Bradley Bishop Jr., Ryan Dagby, your top 10, and more throughout the running order. Lots of Hardee's National Series drivers in the field today, such as Joseph Shrigley in the 4 and Bobo Jones in the 76. Ryan Butcher, fresh off his second win in a row after sweeping the races in Illinois. He starts 14th, looking to do what Luke Martin did earlier this season and win 3 races in a row. It would be his 7th career win if he can pull it off. It would also be Luke Martin's 7th career win if he can get it done here today. His last win coming at Memphis. It's now been 3 races since Luke Martin visited Victory Lane here in the Napa Truck Series. He's starting second. He's in a very good spot to get it. And of course, 100 laps of action here today. It's going to be a long and grueling one. Definitely a 2 pit stop race, but a lot of different strategies could play out as you see Sean Angel in the 23 and James Ellison in the 10. As Zachary Bilson, Ellison's teammate, missing his 2nd straight race. Has a lot of other drivers using their final provos here before they get another one after Atlanta. Lane Sanders with a poor qualifying effort, but there you see in the final 4 rows, or final 4 positions I should say, Nick Breeding, Roberto Crown Jr., Ian Brandt, and Bob Burns with the 87 and the 9 using their final provos to make the race. I'm psyched, I'm hyped, I'm ready for 100 laps here at Homestead. This track has hosted so many great finales in the Sony Cup Series. Let's see what it can offer the Napa Truck Series.
Drivers, start your engines!
Luke Martin enters the race with a 78-point advantage over Kyle Springer. That's more than the amount of points you can gain in a single race. The most you can get is 59 points. Springer clearly above that. Will have to gain points here today. If he lets that gap increase, Luke Martin's chances of clinching this title races early increases dramatically. Ryan Butcher, after his 3rd win of the season, is now just 115 points back. Blake Warren 119 back, and Gatlin Downey 138. There are 10 drivers mathematically eligible to win the championship right now. That number will most likely shrink after today's event unless Luke Martin has catastrophic issues. 100 laps of action, the 50th race in Napa Truck Series history, 17th on the season, and Kyle Springer will lead him to the green flag. We are racing at Homestead. Pit window for today is 33 to 36 laps. Fall off in the area of 4 to 5 seconds. As you already see some 3-wide racing in the pack, you can pretty much use any lane here on this racetrack. So you see Luke get a little tight there on lap 1. That's going to allow Scott Roush to pass by him for 3rd. This is Roush's first Napa Truck Series start of his career, I believe, as Gatlin Downey looking for the lead here already on Kyle Springer. Tyler Black in 5th, Malik Nevins 6th as Francois Chastain starts to fall back. Roush is going to make it 3 wide on Downey and Springer. Roush looking to lead his first career lap in the Napa Truck Series, and it looks like he is going to get it done. He'll lead the 2nd lap of the race. As don't look now, race fans, here comes Luke Martin, almost contact made with the 05 machine. And the Jack and Coke Ram out of Breeding Enterprises is just about ready to take the top spot. You see Tyler Black making a move on Downey. Springer's going to make a move of his own now here. Almost took it 3 wide there. So you see these Napa Truck Series guys very, very racy to start the race here today, as Luke Martin will clear Scott Roush for the race lead. Talked about on the grid how we got a couple of Hardee's National Series drivers in the field. Here you see Bradley Bishop Jr. running in 7th for Team Velocity, with Joseph Shrigley right behind in 8th for Anj Auto. Well, BBJ did get this team a top 10 finish back at, I want to say it was Kentucky. It might have been Nashville, but I'm pretty sure it was Kentucky. I don't know. Anyways, he got him a top 10 run, and that's why Team Velocity put him in this truck for a couple races this season to try and get those top 10 runs, get this team top 30 in owner points heading into next year. And the truck has been top 30 in owner points since BBJ's top 10 finish all those races ago. Meanwhile, they've put Sean Angel in the 23 truck for today. He is currently struggling. I believe he is still running in 27th place where he started. But BBJ is actually going to make a move here on Malik Nevins. And he has the lift there. But Team Velocity won't have any Hardee's or Sony Cup drivers running part-time next year, as they've got 3 drivers set for the full-time season. You see at the front, Luke Martin starting to gap Scott Roush. Tyler Black moved his way up to 3rd. Ford still looking for their first win of the season. It has been over a year now since Tyler Black got Ford their last win. That came at Michigan when Black was driving for Tommy Roberts Racing. As you see, Springer 3 wide to 2 wide once again here on Gatlin. Downey having a pretty good day. He's been quiet lately, but he's still right up there, top 5 in the point standings by 64 points over the man right here he's chasing, Tyler Black. Well, as they say, racing is, a lot of people come and a lot of people go, and right now Francois Chastain is going backwards. Started 6th, currently down to now 20th place. And Francois just can't seem to get a handle on his truck, even on the top side. And that's a tough scene for Flipside, as both Christian Vargas and Lane Sanders struggling as well. There you can see Vargas 25th, as Lane has yet to crack the top 30 after starting in the back. And there you see he is also stuck on the top behind Kyle Vaughters. And man, we just talked about Tyler Black. What a turn of events for the 34 team out of Tommy Roberts Racing. Down here outside the top 30. Same thing with the 21. Roberto Crown Jr. Christian Vargas drove this truck last season, finished top 10 in the points. And JD Martin has really become the leader of this team, as that time by at the start finish line he was 21st. But JD still looking for more success. He comes into this race 15th in the points with a top 5 and 2 top 10s. As there you see now, he is stuck on the outside behind Francois Chastain, as Lucian will bump the 18 outside. Or not outside of the top 20, actually. But Brett Houck just did. Brett Houck just went up to 20th place. And Brett Houck is one of the guys running full-time for Team Velocity next year. Up at the front of the field, couple of changes in positions. Tyler Black has made it up to 2nd place, looking to chase down Luke Martin through 10 laps of the race. They're already at about a second and a half of fall off. As you see, Shrigley has set the fastest lap with a 33.581. Tyler Black right there with him with a 33.590. As now Roush will look to the inside of Black once again for 2nd. Up to speed, these trucks run about $1.80 into the corner, down to about $1.55 on fresh rubber. You will see them get as slow as 128 miles an hour through the corners at full tire wear after 33 laps. This track just burning your rubber away. Because now it looks like Downey will pass Black by with Roush, but Black fighting back on the top side. And he holds the position from that run. Blake Warren has creeped his way up to 6th. Bobo Jones 7th. Butcher in the top 10 in 8th. With Larry Hagan 9th and Strickly 10th as BBJ falls outside of the top 10 now, as did Malik Nevins. But Larry Hagan has been on a top 10 streak as of late. I believe the streak currently sits at 7 races, I want to say, dating back to Finland. Actually, it might date back further than that. I know team owner Nick Breeding knows what the exact number is, but Hagan is looking to extend his streak again here, but it is still very, very early, just lap 14 in the race. As Scott Roush at the front is going to be the first one to challenge Luke Martin since Luke took the lead from him back on the 3rd lap of the race. But there you see mid-corner, Scott gets tight. Luke powers by on the outside, and Gatlin Downey will go by with him. As here comes Tyler Black now to the outside of the 05. Great racing here at the front of the field. Very difficult to pass as Downey gets really close to clipping Luke Martin's quarter panel, and he checks up big time. And now he's going to have to do some work to get back to Luke Martin's back bumper. Tyler Black looking to make it 3 wide once again, but no luck, has to back out of it. Ryan Butcher will pass Blake Warren for 7th place. That's BBJ looking to get back inside the top 10. Dagby just outside of it in 12th. We'll go through the field here in a moment. Butcher's going to dive it into turn 3 here on the inside of Bobo Jones. That's Black side by side up there with Roush, trying to push Roush by the 70 of Downey. Wow, look at the way Butcher was able to throw it into the corner. He gets to the inside of Springer here. He'll pass Bobo. Now Bobo moves to the inside of Springer, looking to push Butcher past the 80, or past the 56, wow. There's now Hagan looking to the inside of his teammate Blake Warren. Now Butcher to the inside of his teammate Gatlin Downey. And this 80 truck is moving forward very fast. I believe the same thing happened back at Chicagoland. Butcher saved this stuff as they're 3 wide behind him now for 5th place. But Butcher saved his stuff, and it helped them beat out Luke Martin back at Chicagoland. But you see Butcher now in line, 4th place after starting 14th. He was the fastest driver in practice, in which we had 4 Toyotas, 4 Fords, a Ram, and a Chevy inside the top 10. Black looking to the inside of Roush once again here. Just non-stop racing for 2nd at the front as they try to chase Luke Martin. Black will go to Luke's inside again here. Can he take the top spot away? Butcher's going to go to the inside of Roush. Luke gets the run off the corner. Butcher actually gets about the same run from running on the bottom. Oh, and he dives it in there a little bit. Has to check up. Oh, but look at the way Butcher gets through the center of the corner, and he's going to take 2nd place away from Black, and now he's looking for the race lead. What is it with Ryan Butcher on these intermediate racetracks, man? He is just a master at it. Roush back to the inside of Black. But Luke gets the run on exit. That'll open the door for Roush to put Butcher back to the outside. And for now, Butcher will have to fight his way back on the top. Don't look now, but we're 3 wide for the race lead between Roush, Butcher, and Luke Martin. Roush made a late move there into turn 1, but both of them are going to have to check up. Luke will clear them both. But Roush still trying to go for the lead. Meanwhile, behind them, Kyle Springer has fallen out of the top 10. He's down to 11th place. And let's take this time to go through the field here as you see Hagan and BBJ. BBJ back up to 9th place. What a run for that 22 truck. But Dagby right behind Springer in 12th. Kukulon, AJ Jones, and Griffin Label McDermott fighting for 15th with Kev Shearer. CM Racing scheduled to make a lot of their part-time starts here to end the season. We'll also see Joseph Shrigley Racing's 16 truck here back at Atlanta and Rockingham. But Kev looking to pass the 25. Malik Nevins has fallen down to 17th with Cody Goforth to his inside. But aside from Black, Single C Racing outside the top 10. Seemingly struggling here today. Christian Vargas, though, has made it up to 19th for Flipside, so things looking up a little bit for Flipside. As Christopher Jones sits in 20th, AJ Jones' teammate. Lane Sanders has made it up to 22nd. He's riding here behind JD Martin. Lushon 23rd, Dewey Schramm 24th. Sean Angel still struggling to move forward, but he is now going to take 25th from TJ Smith. Huck Davis 27th. Francois Chastain all the way down to 28th. Ricky Freeman Jr., Nick Breeding top 30. DeLello compared to his teammate Scott Roush. DeLello really struggling here outside of the top 30. James Ellison, Roberto Crown Jr., Brett Houck faded back after being 20th at one point. See Benny Watson going to his inside with Ian Brandt, Bob Burns, Joshua Michaels. Joshua Michaels actually qualified 17th, and he has plummeted just as much as Francois Chastain has. But Michaels, Dunbar, and Vaughters round out the field. As Luke Martin continues to lead, Blake Warren has made it up to second place. Strictly now into the top 5 in third. As Bobo Jones right behind him on the inside. Black starting to struggle here. As you see, Butcher has fallen all the way back down to what'll be 8th place if Downey gets by him. BBJ back down to 10th. Man, these guys are passing each other left and right, really putting on a show for the fans. As the Hardee's National Series race tomorrow is expected to be just as entertaining. But Roush starting to fade here with the old tires. Oh, and he just blew up. Scott Roush is blown up. That's going to hurt Downey. That's going to hurt Hagan. And catastrophic engine failure for the 05 team. Shades of Dejan Weeks back at Phoenix. Is this 05 truck? This is only their second engine failure on the season. Curious that it has occurred here with yet another non-NTS regular driver. As I said, Dejan back at Phoenix. Cody Lamas had no issues at Willow Springs. But now Roush here today. His day is over. Don't look now, Luke Martin, but them Toyotas, they're coming back up. Ooh, Butcher gonna go 4 wide, maybe? Yes, indeed! 4 wide for second place in turn 1. Blake Warren said no thank you. Right back to 3 wide. But Bobo Jones, Ryan Butcher, and Shrigley all up here in the top 5. Blake staying, all right, maybe we will go 3 wide again. As Bobo gets cleared there by the 4. But Shrigley doing a great job here today. For Anjado, still looking for that first Napa Truck Series win. I believe he is scheduled to run this truck one more time, which will be at Carbondale. And then we'll see Jordan Fisher get back in it for Atlanta and Rockingham, as Fisher will be full-time in that truck next season. So Anjado, excuse me, Anjado will not have a part-time truck next year, as Tyler Black was looking to make it 4 wide there. What are these guys thinking here? These tires are shredded. They're at about 4 seconds of fall off, and they're still putting on a show for these fans. Just unbelievable racing here today at Homestead. So we're hearing the camshaft went on the 05. Tough break. We saw Brandon Crasta, a good friend of Roush, contend for a win back at Nashville. Now Roush in his debut race, his only race on the season, I believe, for the 05. As I believe somebody else will be in that truck next week at Carbondale. Just no luck there for the 05 of Scott Roush. So we are closing up on the pit window, but nobody has been able to touch Luke Martin. Meanwhile, Christian Vargas and Lane Sanders have jumped into the top 20. As we're pretty much just waiting to see when these guys will come to pit here. Oh, and the 51 is stopped on the apron. Issues for Christian Vargas. See, this is coming to lap 32, and Vargas's motor just expired right next to teammate Lane Sanders. He quickly takes it to the apron. And you see, no one's really entering the corner that low. So the FBRL officials are electing to let this race stay green after backlash from Phoenix. But Vargas's day is over. That is a tough break for him. We are officially in the window, and there they go. Luke Martin not the first to pit, despite leading the field pretty much this entire run. It'll be Blake Warren, Butcher, Bobo Jones, Gatlin Downey, and several others. Kukulon, BBJ, Cody Goforth, all going to come into the pits here on lap 33. You can easily make it on 2 stops if you pit 33.66. Lane Sanders with an undercut as well. Lucian, Sean Angel, Roberto Crown Jr. So pit stops are underway. Will Luke Martin come in this time by? Yes, he will. And he'll bring in everybody but AJ Jones. So Jones going to go another lap here. Will anybody else stay out? Yes, indeed. Huck Davis, Nick Breeding, Benny Watson, and Chase Dunbar will all stay out one more lap. But a majority of the field coming to pit lane. And Luke Martin not going to have to worry about anybody getting in his way. You see the guys that undercut coming out of pit road now. AJ Jones going in this time by. Stretched it a little bit. Maybe was looking for a caution there. Huck Davis will bring it into the pit road as Watson and Breeding were unable to pit because they were put to the top 3 wide. Can they make it on gas here? I believe you can go 36, but I don't know about 37. Breeding leads that lap. I believe that's the first lap he's led all season. As now you see Lane Sanders up to the outside. More drivers are going to be coming out of pit road this time. Breeding will take it to the inside, but Watson didn't have a clear enough path. So now Watson stays out. He'll be going 37 laps on fuel here. I don't know if you can stretch it that far. His tires are shot at this point. Just look at the difference between him and Sean Angel. Right here, watch Ryan Dagby. He's just going to blow his door off. And this is Benny Watson's first lap lead of his Napa Truck Series career. So 2 drivers leading their first lap of their career. You see Watson, he's going to go low. Oh, Ian Brandt. That could have been disastrous. But with that, the pit cycle is complete. This is the provisional battle for the race lead here between Ryan Butcher and Blake Warren. They undercut, but they are been going side by side for a few laps here now. And they are hurting their undercut. As you look just behind them, behind BBJ, Bobo Jones, Kukulon, and Gatlin Downey, Luke Martin, Shrigley, Tyler Black, Larry Hagan. They are the top 4 from the second group. And they are right there in range. Only a second back. Draft plays such a role here that I definitely think overcutting in a big group was the way to go versus undercutting, as Butcher and Warren are still side by side, racing for the lead. This time around, it will be officially for the lead, as Butcher gets his first lap led of the race. And he will take the lead away from the 8, but perhaps that was a tactic by the 8 to let the pack, Luke Martin and Larry Hagan, are in, close up the gap, have a chance to fight for the lead. As you see, only the top 11 in range of this fight. Lane Sanders way back here in 12th. He undercut, so without draft, I doubt he will go forward at all. Kev Shear, Springer, Lushon, Sean Angel. Sean Angel now into the top 20 because of his pit strategy. Griffin Lapel McDermott. AJ Jones comes out 18th. He was running inside the top 15 before, I believe, so he should be able to get back up to around where he was running with these fresher tires and the draft. Dagby falls to 19th, Nevins to 20th. Ian Brandt really moving forward up to 21st. JD Martin top 25, Breeding, oh no, that's Bob Burns. Burns 26th. Ricky Freeman Jr. 3-wide move here. Ellison, I believe, just got bounced out of the top 30 by DeLello. As Brett Houck is getting really tight off of turn 4, that opens the door for Ellison. Huck Davis fell way back here from overcutting. He is 32nd. Vaughters 33rd. Oh, tough day for Francois Chastain. Just can't catch a break. He's all the way down to 34th now. As there you see Dunbar, Breeding, Joshua Michaels, and Benny Watson took so long to pit that he is about to go a lap down, but he has 3 or 4 laps on these guys respectively. As Luke Martin charging up to the front here. Blake Warren taking the lead away from Butcher a lap or 2 ago, but Luke Martin just cannot be stopped, and he will pass Blake Warren to take the race lead. And he is going to have draft this entire run, because likely what will occur here is Luke will pull up to the back of the 13 due to the superior aerodynamics of Breeding Enterprises trucks, but he will not be able to beat him out in the corner. If he makes a move to the inside, he is likely not going to be able to pull it off. But Shrigley will pull right past with him. So we'll see if these two decide they want to draft themselves away from the rest of the field, as Butcher's back to Blake's inside for 3rd. BBJ is up here in 5th. As Tyler Black up to 6th. Hagan just chilling at the back of the pack in 10th. But these 4 guys, Luke, Shrigley, Black, and Hagan, they are the 4 guys with a lap advantage over the rest of the guys in the top 10. So if they want to go forward, now's the time to do it. As you see Blake to the outside of BBJ, as Black went to the inside. And Black will take both of those positions, put the 77 up to 4th place. Maybe put him up to 3rd as he dives it in. As now Butcher fading away from the top 2. Joseph Shrigley a few laps later here, peeking to the inside of Luke Martin. He has the fastest lap of the race now by far, a 33.427. In comparison to what Butcher said in practice, that is a faster lap. Butcher ran only a 472. Tyler Black also running a little faster on this run with a 33.574, as here on lap 48, Shrigley will look to the inside of Luke Martin for the race lead. Oh, and Luke will not even put up a fight. Shrigley to first place. Looking to get this Ford truck its first win on the season. As predicted, neither of these guys have been able to get up to Benny Watson and pass him to put him a lap down. As the gap from 10th to 11th has increased, Goforth faded away to that second group. That includes Springer, AJ Jones, who's up to 13th now. Lane Sanders, 15th, starting to fall back from that undercut. But that second group there is about to be 9 trucks to the top 10, which is 8 trucks. as the front group here is 3, but you see Black starting to inch away from Downey and Kukulon. But Hagan has just done nothing with his tires, so I'm not really sure what the idea here is. But Hagan's so far going nowhere. As now Shrigley catching up to the bumper of Benny Watson. Will he make a look to put him a lap down, or will he just ride here? And you gotta wonder, Luke Martin's gonna probably want to get back to the lead here, as he is chasing some history. Now, he has already led the most laps this season compared to any driver who led the most laps in seasons past, as he looks for the lead here on Shrigley. Samuel England led 113 laps in 2019, which was only a 12-race season. Will Goss led 180 laps last year. Luke Martin, before this race, had led 339, which no one else is even close to. I believe the next highest is Jordan Fisher, who led 94 laps between his first 3 races of the season. A majority of those coming at Phoenix. And he didn't even get a win. But Luke, just a few laps later, he'll pass Shrigley back. And I think it's kind of the same thing we saw in the first run, where we saw Butcher charging forward. Something about these Onge Auto trucks in the middle of the run, they seem to be very good. Or it might just be that Luke steps back a little bit. It's like he hits that halfway point in the run and he's like, all right, well, I'm going to jump back to, as if it's another 5 laps into the run, I'm going to start running those lap times. So he gets past, but then he's saved his tire there for the rest of the run, and he just passes the guy right back. So that's what I think we just saw here with him and Joseph Shrigley. Now Shrigley's going to try it the hard way to the outside of Luke Martin, as they are just right on Benny Watson's back bumper. And Watson's just got those fresh tires dialed in. It's a 3-lap difference. Just look right here. Look at how he drives away in the middle of the corner. And they'll just pull right back up to him coming down the straightaway. But Luke's going to hold off Shrigley's charge here once again, as these guys are just going at it. This is all we've been focusing on lately. Let's give you a bit of an update here. As you look, Joshua Michaels is falling down towards these guys. I do not know if there's something wrong with that truck, if they are just that slow. Vaughters is struggling all the same. Well, we've seen good stuff out of Vaughters this season, so him, Francois Chastain, Dunbar, Breeding, even with his fresh tires, struggling. Huck Davis, Brett Hout, DeLello. A lot of the rookies are struggling here today, and I think that's just because, you know, we ran Phoenix, Kentucky, and Nashville way long ago, months ago. Springfield and Chicagoland were our first intermediates back, and you're just seeing that with this long race and heavy tire wear that the rookie drivers are just struggling to hold their own. Roberto Crown Jr. is in 25th. Ian Brandt is in 24th, so they're doing pretty good. As you see some of the more experienced guys up at the front. AJ Jones has gotten his truck up to 11th because of his overcut. But he is 5 seconds behind, so he's pretty much going to do the same thing Watson's doing up there with Luke Martin and Shrigley. Is he's just going to pull all the guys behind him with his wake. But he is flying compared to those guys. BBJ's been able to hold the draft here with Blake Warren, as Hagan has made it up to 8th. Butcher 7th, as Downey's trying to push Kukulon by Bobo Jones for 4th, as Tyler Black is by himself in 3rd. As now Michaels gets passed by all 3 of these guys, and Michaels will be the first official driver to get past a lap down. Luke Martin looking to the inside of Watson again, as we are about 7 to 10 laps away from the next pit window. Hearing the 12 of AJ Jones has a vibration. That's not good. Oh, he's turning to the left. Does he have a problem? Oh, he is slowing. Oh! Springer and Goforth just about running over this man. And yes, we're hearing AJ Jones has a flat tire. And he is going to bring it to a stop on the apron. That is such a tough break to see for the young motorsports driver. And he's going to stop it on the apron. No caution will be called. He's out of harm's way. But a tough break to A.J. Jones' day. You hate to see it. Well, we're on the lap to pit. And you see Luke Martin and Shrigley racing side by side once again. While we were looking at other things, Kyle Vaughters went a lap down. He's down the top to approach Dunbar and others. They're going to stay out on the track here. But Downey is going to come to pit road. He will be the first one to pit. And I think this is a great move because you're right in the window of the undercut. You're going to gain a ton of time here. And really nothing for him to lose. He's 7 seconds behind the top two. If it doesn't get him closer to the leaders, you know, it's just going to help him against the others. It's Lane Sanders, Sean Angel, they're coming in. Brandt, Roberto Crown Jr., Ellison, they're coming down pit road. Here comes Luke and Shrigley. They pit on lap 34, but they are going to go another lap. Will anybody back here come down pit road? Kukulon will, yep. Hagan and others. Oh, contact made! Butcher's going to be spun! Contact was made with Hagan. He wasn't clear of the 88. And that spun out Ryan Butcher. He's going to come back down here to pit. But is the caution out? Yeah, caution flag is out on the racetrack. Oh my goodness. And Downey just got put a lap down because of this. Oh boy, Luke and Shrigley will lead him in. Tyler Black. As Larry Hagan made contact with Butcher. Where is he going? He pulls up here in front of A.J. Jones. I don't know what Hagan's doing. Jones back out from the pits after being... Oh, what is he doing? A.J. just ran over Hagan. Oh no! Kyle Springer and Kev Shearer just hit the 88. Malik Nevins is going to get a piece of this. What on earth is going on? Larry Hagan pulling up alongside Joshua Michaels. I'm not sure what the issue is, but A.J. Jones hit the gas. Hagan was maintaining pace. And A.J. Jones just turned Larry Hagan around. And Jones is 3 laps down. That is, I don't know what was going on there. But Kyle Springer and Kev Shearer just got a ton of damage. I don't even know if Springer will continue. Where is the 56? He's done! That is huge championship implications. Springer's race ended by pit road entry shenanigans. Lane Sanders is going to be tailing the lead lap. It looks like Downey was ahead of the start-finish line before the caution came out. Yeah, there you see the 70. Kukulon, BBJ, Bobo Jones, Blake Warren, and Butcher, they all got their service and got out before the pace car caught back up to them. Luke Martin's going to be given the spot here in front of the 70, and Black a spot in front of the 80. Everybody else will be behind them, but oh my goodness gracious, we've got a breakdown. Oh, and Shrigley's got a problem. Shrigley's got engine problems after his pit stop. One of the top 3 trucks on the day with a mechanical issue. What is this caution? Oh my goodness gracious. First, let's go back to the Butcher spin. So we're looking at this in slow motion. So Butcher's to the outside of Hagan, to the outside of Bobo Jones. Hagan makes the move to pit first. You can see him turning left. Kukulon, Bobo with him. Then Butcher starts turning left. And I guess he just doesn't know he's there because he's clearly there. And contact gets made. Maybe he was trying to enter. He thought they could go onto that access road side by side. And Hagan just didn't pull as far left as Butcher thought he would have. But this spins Butcher around. Just as A.J. Jones, I think, was coming out of the pits. And yeah, that's tough. And that brings out the yellow. Butcher went down pit road. And Hagan elected to stay out. So I'm not really sure why Hagan wouldn't have just pit anyway. But that sets up what happened next, as AJ Jones definitely beats Hagan here to the line, so I'm not sure why Hagan was passing cars on the access road. So we're going to have the overlay up for this, because this is very peculiar, to say the least. So you see them really starting to hit the brakes here on the access road, and maybe Hagan was he just knew he was going too hot, so he just turns to the right, and I don't know if he makes contact with AJ Jones' door or not from that angle, but he pulls all the way up to the right side to hit the brakes. You see Michaels is going about 48, 49 miles an hour. So Hagan goes the speed back up here, but he pulls in front of AJ Jones. See right there, Hagan's going, he stops at 51, 52. And AJ's just gonna hit the gas, and he just straight up runs him over. I don't know if this is frustration or if this was just, hey, like, you're not supposed to be in front of me. And I mean, there's room in the access lane there, but Kyle Springer, he cannot slow down fast enough, and he just piles it into the 88, and then the Zero piles in as well. This gives all three of these guys a ton of damage, takes out Springer from the race. I've heard the Zero truck has no front end now, but they are continuing. And then Nevins gets a piece of this. But this just straight up boggles my mind. Well, this is a rare thing to do, but we're going to do a slow motion onboard here on Larry Hagan, because there was contact between the 88 and the 12. You can see it right there. He just kind of skims the right rear quarter panel of AJ Jones, and I think he got told, hey, he just pushed out your fender. And, you know, he just pushed out your right rear fender. That's going to be big aero drag. And he just said, all right, well, I'm going to push his fender out. Turns him around. And then Springer just has nowhere to go. Oh, and then Malik Nevins gets in there too. And just, what a way to compound the issue. Or complicate it, whatever the word is. I mean, you'd think I'd know, but that is insane. AJ Jones is on probation, so I don't know how the FBRL officials will react to this one, but that is a lap down truck wrecking a lead lap truck for one, and then for two, taking out a championship competitor. That just cost Springer big time, depending where Luke Martin finishes. There you see the Zero without a front end. But unbelievable. And then Shrigley had the engine issue coming out of the pits, and I've heard that he is done for the day. And that is a tough break for him. But geez, what a just this caution took too long to cover, I swear. Let's get you guys back to the racing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going back green with 28 to go here. That's pretty much a full run, so everybody can make it on their gas tanks. So Kukulon is the leader. You've got 3 trucks on the inside, a lap down. As you've got Lane Sanders, Sean Angel, Benny Watson, Ian Brandt, Roberto Crown Jr., James Ellison, and Chase Dunbar, all tail end of the field. So there's Kukulon in the lead. He pit before the caution, as did BBJ, Bobo Jones. Luke Martin pit under the yellow. He's in 4th. Downey pit a lap before the yellow. He somehow lucked out and stayed on the lead lap in 5th. Blake Warren 6th. Black 7th. Butcher 8th. Goforth 9th. And Dagby top 10. Hagan, GLM, Lushon is up to 13th. Nevins. Kev Shearer is 15th with no front end. Christopher Jones, TJ Smith, JD Martin, Brett Houck, Huck Davis really lucking out from this. They are now top 20. So, same thing with Francois Chastain there in 26th. But the green flag is going to come back out. We are back. Green flag racing in the Homestead 150. And it is a mess of lap traffic in front of the leaders. My goodness. 2 wide, 3 wide racing all around. As Kukulon will dive to the inside of Chase Dunbar, looking to work his way through this lap traffic as fast as possible, but it is a hornet's nest in front of him. 3 wide is Ellison, Sean Angel, and AJ Jones. Remember, AJ came out of the pits right before the yellow, so he did not pit again, and he has got very old tires. You can see him already holding up the outside as Bobo Jones is going to make a move to Kukulon's inside for the race lead. Luke Martin has already made it up here to the bottom. BBJ going to be in the middle as they're going to try and get by all these slow guys. Michaels is very slow as well. And Luke now looking to the inside of Bobo Jones. For the race lead, Luke Martin on Bobo Jones. Can he get it done? Bobo going to be held up here by Roberto Crown Jr. Kukulon right behind Luke, looking to follow him through out of this pack of lap traffic. As Lane Sanders is chilling up there by himself, but Luke will be the first to clear the forest. And he's got clean sailing from here on out. Kukulon will be right behind him here in second. Downey gonna get by Bobo here for third. Black is right behind him, looking for fourth. Tyler Black also pit under the yellow with Luke Martin. He's actually gonna dive it to Downey's inside. He saw how much slower the 70 was. I believe it's about a 2-lap difference between the 70 to the 77 and the 15. As look at Larry Hagan. Look at Larry Hagan's car, or truck rather. That back end is beaten to a pulp, and he is just passing trucks here on the bottom. Hearing for sure that AJ Jones will be called to the hauler after the race. No idea what the penalty could be here. As a lot of you know, he had an incident with Tyler Black back in Finland. Let's see if we can find the 12 truck. Actually, there he is. So AJ had an incident with Tyler Black back in Finland where it injured Black and took him out of commission for a month. Jones was penalized by being suspended for those 2 races overseas in New Zealand. Since Black was injured, he would not be participating either. Jones was also placed on probation through to the end of this month. And that incident with Hagan, which took out Springer. Springer is going to finish 38th and get 3 points today for his efforts. As Jones was 5 laps down, not 3, 5 laps down. Just got frustrated with Larry Hagan, ran him over on the access road, and Springer had nowhere to go. I'm just not sure. I'm pretty sure Hagan didn't mean to clip his right rear quarter panel, but you can understand the frustration with AJ after having a flat tire and then getting run over, just trying to get back to pit road. As Luke Martin will pass Lane Sanders. So I just realized I kind of contradicted myself. I said AJ didn't pit under the yellow, but he did because he was on the access road. So, wow, it's 10:30 in the morning and I'm definitely awake. But we'll be coming to 20 laps to go this time by Kukulon. Still doing a good job holding in second place, which I believe this is looking to be his best run since Watkins Glen. Might be mistaken on that one, but Kukulon's had a lot of bad luck lately. He was 7th in the points at one point in the season, but after Finland, he just started plummeting. 13th in the points coming into this race with 3 top 5s and 5 top 10s, and a pole on the season. But Kukulon trying to get by Lane Sanders as Luke Martin is just going to start pulling away here. Tyler Black closing in on his teammate in 3rd. Downey is 4th. Hagan is 5th with this truck. Unbelievable. Butcher up to 6th. Remember, he only got spun. He got no damage, and then he got the 4 fresh tires. So Butcher's truck is good to go here. He is just, I believe, at a 1-lap disadvantage to the 15, 77, and a couple of others. But Cody Goforth looking to his inside. Goforth looking for another top 10 on the season. As you see, Nevins benefited from the caution. He's back in the top 10. JD Martin, who was running around 21st all day, is in 9th. With Bobo Jones in 10th, Blake Warren 11th. Dagby has fallen to 12th. He is now 3 wide. Racing there with BBJ. As Dagby and GLM trying to get a top 10 for S3 today. Heartbreaking for Kyle Springer. Can't say it enough. Bob Burns and Nick Breeding are inside the top 20 for Sanders Performance Auto Racing. I believe if they pull this off, this would be the first team top 20 since the second Puka Kohei race. I could be wrong. That's the last one I remember, where Bob Burns got a top 5. But yes, there you see Kev Shear, Francois Chastain at the back of the pack, as Kev is still holding on to the draft with this mangled number 0 truck. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Tyler Black has passed Kukulon for 2nd place. Sanders, who's a lap down, trying to pass Kukulon back. As Sean Angel is one of the other few lap down trucks that has been able to hold his own here at the front of the field. He is running in 28th place, but not the day Team Velocity expected Angel to have. He just got stuck there from pitting early. It was looking like a great call, and then the caution came out and it ruined it. But definitely a lot better than this 23 truck has been running lately, with Glenn Mixon and Ace Wild behind the wheel. But of course, those guys are new. They are still learning a lot. Angel with plenty of experience in the Hardee's National Series. As Butcher just got split 3 wide while he was in the middle. Hagan and Goforth passing him. As don't look now, Luke Martin, but here comes Tyler Black looking to get for their first win of the season. Here he goes, Tyler Black at 15 to go, coming to 14 to go. Will look to the inside of Luke Martin for the race lead. Since this run, Luke Martin has set the fastest lap of 33.378. Hagan with a 441 with his damaged truck. GLM a 451. Nevins a 456. TJ Smith a 458. Bobo a 487. Dagby a 494. Man, all of those guys setting fast laps next to the Shrigley's from earlier. They know it's go time. Black, unable to complete the pass, falls back in line in 2nd place. His teammates are moving forward though. Goforth up to 4th place, as here comes Ryan Butcher. But the top 3 plus Lane Sanders, they are single file. So if Butcher, Goforth, or Hagan want to put their name into the mix here, they're going to have to start running in line and building up some momentum, because they are almost 2 seconds behind race leader Luke Martin. It's not looking good for them. We saw what happened in the middle stint of the race with Shrigley and Luke Martin. They drafted with a lap truck and they were gone. Butcher's going to hold off Hagan here. That might be a crucial move, as he has to catch Kukulon and pass Kukulon first, as Kukulon's fallen out of draft range of the 54, 77, and 15. We're hearing that Luke Martin just led his 400th lap of the season, and that is just bonkers. Most laps led before that, 180 last year. We said that earlier in the show. But Luke Martin looking to set an untouchable mark before he heads up to the Hardee's National Series next season. Black looking to the inside of Luke Martin. Once again, if anything is going to help the guys back here, such as Butcher and Hagan, it's if these two fight side by side. You see Lane Sanders starting to fade from these two as well. As you look at the spectator camera, these guys are even down the back straightaway. You see Luke really trying to make that middle lane work. Black trying to make the bottom work. Butcher has gotten by Kukulon. Hagen has gone by as well. That time by at the line. Black by an inch. Butcher currently 1.35 seconds back. He gained about 3/10 that time by. 10 laps to go. Luke will clear Black again as Lane starts to close the gap. Will Lane make a move to Black's inside? He will. And that might just be a move to help a fellow Toyota in the form of Ryan Butcher. He's got nothing else to race these guys for. As you see Downey in 7th, Bobo Jones 8th. Nevins and JD Martin still in the top 10 as Warren, Dagby, BBJ, and some others. Zachary DeLello is up to 14th, man. What a rebound for him. Bob Burns 15th, Breeding 17th. Black will hold off Lane Sanders. Last time by, it was down to a second for Ryan Butcher. What will it be this time as Kukulon's looking to the inside of Hagen? And man, I just can't get over, despite that back-end damage, that Hagen is in the top 5 right now. Black will look for the lead again. Butcher's got it down to 9/10 of a second. This is shaping up to be an insane finish if these guys keep racing like this. Just constant moves by Tyler Black to the inside of Luke Martin. As Butcher is here, he's just got to get by Lane Sanders. Kukulon and Hagen, they could be closing there with Goforth too if they get themselves straightened out. Heck, they're closing with being side by side. Black, does he clear Luke Martin here? And the answer is yes, he does. Black to the race lead. Luke, though, is going to move right back to his inside. Butcher to the inside of Lane Sanders. He will clear the 54, but remember, these two have a lap fresher tires than the 80. It doesn't sound like much, but with all this tire wear, it means so much. It's just that little bit, like that 2% of grip. Who does Butcher help here? Does he help his championship competition in the form of Luke Martin, or does he help Tyler Black? And Butcher getting a huge run out of turn 2. Pushes Luke past the 77, and now Butcher to Luke Martin's inside. But you see him get tight there in the center. Trying to make something work. Wow, look at the way he just gets back in the gas off turn 4. And Butcher powers by Luke Martin to take the lead. This time by 5 laps to go. Kukulon and Hagen still side by side. Goforth in 6th. Bobo Jones 7th. Downey 8th. Nevins 9th. JD Martin, the top 10. They are pretty much set here in the top 10. Black looking to pass Luke Martin with help from Butcher's draft. Butcher will clear Luke into turn 1. Black looking to clear Luke here through turn 2. But Martin gonna get that run on the top side. These guys, their tires are shredded. They are running laps 3.5, almost, well, just basically 3 seconds there off their fastest times. These tires are wasted. Butcher will pull up in front of Luke Martin. Black still trying to find the way by. These clear the 15. Now he's looking to the inside of Butcher at 3 to go. Luke Martin will get to the inside of Butcher as Black completes the pass. Butcher trying to fight back on the top side, but was that all she wrote for the driver of the 80? Luke will clear Ryan Butcher here off of turn 4. He won't even get in line with Tyler Black. He wants the lead here in turn 1. Chasing 7 career wins is Luke Martin and Ryan Butcher. Tyler Black looking for career win number 3 and the first win for Ford since over a year ago at Michigan. It's going to be a dogfight here. Goforth and the others are starting to close. White flag in the air here at Homestead. 1 lap to go in the 50th Napa Truck Series race. Black holding on from the top side. Through turns 1 and 2. Can Luke Martin find an edge? Look at the run from Ryan Butcher. Right to the bumper of Luke Martin to the inside. He will look. Will he be able to make it stick? Side by side. Luke, Butcher. Butcher with a bit of an edge. Luke's gonna push up. And Ryan Butcher just won this race. Are you serious? Last lap pass from 3rd to 1st. And he set it all up with that huge runoff of turn 2. 7 career wins, the first to do it. Ryan Butcher, 3 wins in a row. Second driver to do it this season. And man, Ryan Butcher has come alive here at the end of the season. Luke Martin will get second, but he is not going to lose much in the championship over Butcher. Butcher will move up to second in the point Springer after this race. Oh, Springer is going to lose so many points. He is going to be 129 back with 4 races left. And it's really just going to take an issue from Luke Martin at this point to cost Luke this title. Because, I mean, man, like, I don't know how else Luke's going to get caught here. So he's got the closest driver here now is Butcher, 109 points behind championship leader Luke Martin. That is 9 points shy of a 2-race advantage. 4 races left. Butcher's got to average a gain of, I'm going to say here, 27.5 points. He basically needs to gain 28 points a race. And the only easy way he can do that without, or the only way he can do that without Luke having a bad day is if Luke doesn't get top 10 and Butcher wins every race for the rest of the season. But that is going to be tough to pull off. But Butcher has now set himself up here after this race at Homestead, looking to be the first driver to win 4 races in a row, not just in Napa Truck Series history, but in Sony Cup Series history as well. Can anybody derail Butcher's current momentum? And when will Luke Martin get to tie him for 7 career wins? What a race. I didn't even go over the top 10. You're going to see the results. Top 10 in points regardless if the bottom half of those top 10 guys aren't in mathematical range. I'll show you all the top 10 in points. And I will see you guys next weekend at Carbondale. What a race. What a finish. Ryan Butcher won this race.